Uber used to be one of the easiest ways to make money, but right now drivers all over the world are quitting. And it's not random, there are genuine reasons behind it. And in this video, I'm breaking down the truth as to why drivers are leaving Uber and whether it's still worth it. Well done peeps, welcome back to the Undercover Businessman channel. If you're new here, I'm a full-time university student in Jamaica and I make money through Uber and the other side hustle. But let me be brutally honest with you, Uber isn't the same as it used to be. And if you're thinking about driving or already driving, I think this is something you need to sit down and listen. The first reason is that earnings are dropping drastically. And a lot of drivers are realizing that they're making way less than before. Even though passengers are paying a bit more, drivers are still not seeing that reflecting in the amount of money that they take home. And in some cases, Uber is even taking a bigger percentage of the fare, and drivers are left with way less of the expenses. So when you take into consideration gas, maintenance, wear and tear, to name a few, a lot of drivers are barely making profit or literally losing money. Reason number two is that the algorithm literally controls every single thing. You have to keep in mind that Uber is more than just an app, it's technically a boss. So the system literally decides which trips you get, how much money you get paid, and there are even times when they literally pressure you into accepting a ride that you probably didn't even want to take in the first place. And speaking from personal experience, if I don't accept enough trips or I decline trips that technically don't really make sense for me economically in terms of gas and the time and the distance that I would travel, there are times after I don't accept the trip that Uber gives me fewer opportunities or worse rides to take. So eventually it starts to feel like you don't even have any freedom. The whole reason why you joined the app in the first place, to be away from a 9 to 5 and to have freedom over your time. But no, it merely feels like I'm just following an app and having no control over anything that I do. Because again, you're going to punish me or ridicule me for not accepting the trips that you want me to accept. Segueing from having no control over everything, the third reason is the overall unpredictable income. So one week you can be having a grand time making absolute great money, and then the next week is completely horrendous, mediocre money that you're accepting or getting. Reason being, Uber uses dynamic pricing, which means your pay consistently changes depending on the amount of demand that's in the area at the time. Even experts say this makes earnings unpredictable and very hard to rely on. So for individuals trying to depend on Uber full-time, it becomes extremely stressful. Reason number four are the extremely high expenses. This is something new drivers seriously underestimate. You're paying for gas, oil changes, tires, repairs, miscellaneous things, and over time Uber does shift a lot of these costs onto their drivers like me and you. So then again, if you even make money daily, your actual profit constantly shrinks. Reason number five is the risk of deactivation. And this one scares a lot of drivers. You can get deactivated, basically kicked off the entire app, sometimes even without a clear explanation. And there have even been times when drivers were completely removed due to GPS or system issues. Like literally, imagine this. Imagine you wake up one day, something that you rely on a daily basis just completely disappear off the planet. And you don't know how to get it back. Something you rely on daily for a source of income completely eradicate itself out of existence. And reason number six is a no-brainer, and it's burnout. Long hours, traffic, different type of passengers with completely different personalities. You're sitting down for prolonged periods of time, fatigue, back pain, you name it. Some drivers end up working crazy hours just to make some decent money. Reports show that some even feel pressured to work while tired just to keep up with the earnings. And we all know that over time, that's not good for the body, and eventually that type of lifestyle does catch up. And reason number seven is opportunities. Some drivers aren't just quitting, but they're merely upgrading. Some persons are moving into better jobs, businesses, or other side hustles. And even drivers online are saying that they've moved on to other things because the income that they're receiving is way more stable compared to Uber. That's very unpredictable, like I spoke about before. Some are even saying stuff like better to exit now for better opportunities. And like for instance in Jamaica, some people go over to InDrive because they say that you can negotiate the price and you merely earn way more money per hour than, for instance, I posted a video the other day. I did like 6 trips, and in the 6 trips I made less than $3,000. Some persons were commenting, not specifically that video, but some persons were commenting on other videos saying that per trip on average, because you can control the amount of money you earn, it's really up to you. So you can take $500 trips, you can take $1,000 trips, $1,500 trips, and over time that money stack up. It's way more predictable. Again, because you have control, not merely the InDrive app. And for my Jamaicans watching this video, reason number 8 is getting your car towed away, because again, Uber in Jamaica is illegal, and if a policeman does catch you doing Uber, he's going to take away the car, impound the car, you have to go to court, pay a hefty fee, and overall that would look pretty. So yeah, Uber isn't necessarily dead, but it's definitely changing. Some people are still making good money, but a lot of drivers are realizing that it's not as easy and stable as it looks. And if you're going to do Uber, please be smart about it. Uber at specific times of the day to ensure that you get the surge, or it's during peak hours where you can get more money, for instance. And if you found this video helpful, just make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. No pressure though, no pressure. And let me know, do you think Uber is still worth it in Jamaica? Yes? No? Maybe so? Alright, I'll see you in the next episode. Later.